Hey, 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 how you doing? So we're at Heathrow today and we're going to fly to Vancouver. But we're going with BA, aren't we, Gary?
We are, yes.
We decided to fork out a little bit extra and go for premium economy. Now, we don't know whether this is going to be worth the money or not because it was double the price, wasn't it?
Just about, yeah.
So economy was roughly about £1,600 plus your luggage. And this was $3,000 including luggage, return London to Vancouver. What did we get for our luggage with premium economy?
On this one, we've got the laptop bag, a cabin bag, and two 23-kilogram suitcases, hold luggage each.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of luggage, isn't it? We got 3 suitcases, and to be honest, that's enough to be tracking around London, isn't it?
Yes.
So let's see what this is like, this flight. We'll take you in. Obviously, we're not going to be able to film anything like security, but we'll show you around the airport. This is Terminal 3. We'll show you what's in there, and let's see what the flight's like. What are we flying on today, Gary? What's the aircraft?
It's an A350, an Airbus A350.
So we're a little bit early for our flight, but we're hoping they'll take our bags. It's now, what time is it? About 1 o'clock?
Yeah, just after 1 o'clock.
So it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon and our flight's about 5:30. So we've got a bit of time to kill. Okay, that was super easy. So they took our bags early, as long as it's the same day, the guy said, which was brilliant. But really easy. Now, if you are on premium economy, you're not waiting around. You can go straight in. There was no queue, no hanging around. Already it's starting to show that it was worth the money. So premium economy is also known as World Traveller Plus, isn't it?
Apparently so, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't realise that as well. So it's so far so good.
Yeah.
We're going to go straight to departures now, show you around in there. We're not going to film any of that, obviously, but this is really simple so far. We've literally been in the airport 10 minutes. The guy helped us take the trolley off us. I tell you, it makes you feel really good.
Parents are advised not to carry children on baggage trolleys or allow them to play on the escalators. And
Don't play on the escalators, Gary.
Or jump on trolleys.
Oh dear. I was going to get wheeled around, but I'll do the walking now. So our flight to Vancouver has been delayed till 6:15. Right. The gate's going to show at 5:20. Anyway, this is Terminal 3, so you've got the world of duty free, and then we've got quite a few shops and some restaurants. The restaurants are in green, and we think we might head to Wagamama in a bit. So we're a little bit gutted because Wagamama seems to have disappeared from here. I think they're making it into a giraffe. There's a couple of options. We've got like a yo sushi, which looks quite interesting. I'll show you the little revolving dishes that are going around. They're all a bit expensive though. Gary's going to have a look at the price of the lounges. There's a good few shops here. There's some designer shops. It's not massive in Terminal 3, but it's okay. So we've got a little bit more time as the flight's delayed. And you're just looking at the price of the lounges, aren't you?
I am,
How much are they?
Okay, so there's 2 lounges here. There's the number 1 lounge, and there's the Club Aspire lounge. Now the number 1 lounge is £92.
Wow.
That's for 2 of us.
Okay.
And the Club Aspire lounge is 84. Now I know I can eat a lot, but whether I'll get my money's worth, I don't know.
Well, so it's basically £42 a head.
£42 a head.
£42 a person to go into. How long do you get for it? 2 hours?
I don't think there's a limit.
So, well, what if there is? If there's like 2 hour limit, you could be like, you end up being really greedy in these things. That's the only thing, don't
No, you do.
Well, all the lunches we've seen so far are around about the 20 quid mark, aren't they?
Yeah.
£19.50, that kind of
And
price.
that's just for the food. Then you add a drink on that. You're probably talking 35 quid each anyway for a lunch.
That's true. I didn't think about it like that. And I suppose if it's going to have a bit more comfort, a bit more comfortable seating, the only thing is you tend to get food that's a bit cakes and stuff like that, don't you?
But they do change it quite often, so you can wait around to see what's coming out next, I guess.
Like food vultures, won't we?
We did this on the ferry there, and that didn't end up well.
Are you wanting to go in it?
I think so. I think that Club Aspire lounge, I think, is piquing my interest.
Okay, but then should we do our shopping first then? So we want to buy a few bits like sweets and maybe some sweets to bring on for the staff. It's a long haul flight, isn't it?
Yeah.
But my God, the price of sweets in here.
That's unreal, isn't it?
It's like 10 quid, isn't that, for a packet of like M&Ms or something? Like, what?
They try and lure you in by 3 for the price of 2, but the price of 2 is like the price of 10 in the shops. outside of it.
So my advice would be like, get your sweets before you come in here, to be honest. It's like going to the pictures. You know, when you go there, you have to smuggle them in. Shouldn't mention the word smuggle in an airport. I'm gobsmacked at the price of these mini eggs. Look, $10.99 for this little packet. There's my hand. But look at this, $24.99. I mean, there's a few in there, but my God, it needs a bloody security tag on it. Crikey. Gobsmacked at these, aren't you, Gary?
I am. They're extortionate.
Okay, so we checked out the Aspire Lounge, and I've got to be honest, it was just not for us, was it, Gary?
No.
Well, it was for the price of it, and they were really nice in there, but it was boiling hot, and like there just wasn't anywhere to sit particularly, and we sat like
Kind of
somewhere really
squeeze people in.
uncomfortable. Yeah. So we've stopped at one of the restaurants here, and I've ordered a Yorkshire pudding wrap, and you've got fish and chips, haven't you? So we're just going to have that. We were only going to have like a really light bite, but we're starving. So I've got a Sunday dinner wrap and a Yorkshire pudding. Look at that, with some fries. And Gary's got fish and chips. Looks all right, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's great, that.
We're just about to start boarding now. Some chairs to sit on as you're coming in, if you have to wait. Okay, so here's the chairs, and this is what you're going to get on your seat. Oh, I'll open that in a minute. We'll have a quick look. But nice little blanket. It feels quite soft, actually. And we're in 25J and 25 what? What are you in?
I'm K.
25K and 25J. So our locker just above was completely full with something on it. What was
Like a
it?
cradle or something.
A cot or something.
Crib or something.
I'll squeeze it in somewhere else. But already we've only sat down 2 minutes and they're already bringing out the Prosecco, aren't they?
Yeah.
So you get offered like an orange juice, a Prosecco or a water when you get on. We didn't get anything just yet, did we?
Not yet.
But the seats feel quite comfortable, so we'll check it all out fully in a minute once we get started. Okay, let's have a little look at what we've been given. So you get a proper headset. I mean, that's a really good little thing to have in here. Oh look, it's a little wash bag. Okay, this is super exciting already. So what's this? Oh, it's a lip balm. Oh, that'll be handy for you, Gary. And we've got a pen. That's nice. Then we've got a toothbrush and a little bit of toothpaste. I've got a little, an eye mask. And I've got some socks. There's quite a lot in there. So you've got a handy little hook here. And Gary's got a good idea. He's just hooked our headphones, and those are the free ones. Aren't they great? You've got quite a nice roomy pouch here. I've already filled it. I've got my flight socks to put on. You've got something to put your feet on. Look at that. Nice and comfortable. And also the seats come out this way. So we've just had a bit of good news, haven't we, Gary?
Yeah.
Pilot's just come on and said a bit late leaving, but he reckons it's going to be 8 hours 45. So that's
10
good.
hours.
It was going to be 10 hours. So if it does knock an hour and a quarter off, Gary, that's a stroke of luck, isn't it?
This means we'll get the shuttle to the hotel.
Yeah, because we haven't even booked the shuttle to the hotel, so we're not sure what kind of mare it's going to be when we get there, and it's going to be late. We're going to be all out of sorts. Now, what I have noticed about these seats, and the guy in front moved his back just because, well, he accidentally pushed the button, to be honest. But my God, they're coming to my seat. It's on my
took
lap.
you out.
And
Almost took you out, didn't it?
Seriously. It's literally like one on top of each other. I'll show you when we're sort of in the air. When we get an opportunity, I might ask him to push it back just so I can show it. But it does go very, very close to where you are, and you think, crikey, not a very good design there. So I actually really love watching the flight on a map, and this is amazing for a map lover. Look, you can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, you can turn it around. It'll even show you where it's dark and it's light in the world. That's incredible. So we're not quite sure where the route's going to take us, but we think over Reykjavik and then into Vancouver that way, we think. Over Greenland, do you reckon, Gary?
Yeah, I reckon it's going to go over Iceland, over Greenland, and into Canada that way.
Well, time will tell. Isn't that good? So there's loads of different things that you can look at. This is aircraft view. Oh wow, look at that. Above cam, what does that do?
It's a camera on the back of the tail.
Is it really? Oh look, Windsor, Slough, Egham in the UK. Oh gosh.
Well, that tells you where you are. But Jason, I reckon that'll put that puts the plane in front of you.
Oh right. Here we go. Total distance 4,708 miles to go. Time at destination is 10:38 a.m. in the morning. So they're about 8 hours behind us then, aren't they, Gary?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's 5:38 here. So obviously you've got loads of different entertainment bits on here. We've got Paramount Kids, box sets. Gosh, there's loads of box sets here. Any of these your favourites? Oh, an announcement.
Just to keep you updated. Obviously, yeah, having a little bit of trouble locating the luggage of the people who didn't make the flight with us. They did have 4 bags to find. It's taken a little longer than we hoped.
They've got to get the luggage off of
They've told us
it.
about another 10 minutes or so. But as I said, with the
Not sure how they didn't get, how they got the luggage on.
to Vancouver nicely ahead of schedule with the increased delay. Any further change in how we'll keep you informed.
Something must have happened though, love.
Yeah. Could be medical or
Could be anything. Anyway, let's look back at this again. So BA picks. Oh, Day of the Jackal, Series 1. Great British Bake Off. There's all sorts of different stuff for everyone here. Oh, I'll have a good old look at this, I reckon. Best of British. So we've got loads of British stuff. It looks a bit the same stuff actually, to be honest. Disney. Got some Disney stuff. The kids' Muppets and all that. Oh, it's pretty good. Loads of choice. Comedy. Let's see what comedy they got. Well, they got Friends. God, they've got 13 episodes of that. So all sorts of bits. Right, let's go on the menu. So you got home, you got movies, TV, audio. So you got music as well. Oh right, all different sorts of music here. Some of it I've not heard of. It's like ambient music. Okay. You got games. Let's have a look at the games. Ooh. Let's have a look. Oh, they've got Monopoly. Multiplayer, look. We can play Monopoly, Gary, on here. That's interesting, isn't it? So you can actually play a game. Oh, single player you can play. Who wants to play a Millionaire? There's multiplayer. There's a couple of multiplayer ones, and then there's single player ones. Absolutely brilliant. The way they've done it, almost like Bridgerton.
Witchcraft is this? Larger devices, including laptops, must be switched off and placed in your luggage for takeoff and landing. Please unplug your devices from the sockets. They must also be switched off and unplugged when not being used during the flight. If you do lose your...
So we all just got given a really nice hot towel, which was lovely. Thank you. Wow. Look at the lovely sunset that you can see. I don't know if I can pick it up that well with the camera, but Gary's got his map on. We're both mad for the maps, aren't we, Gary? We love them. This is really nice and roomy. Look, got loads of legroom. Now, I am only 5'2.5", but Gary is 6'2". Gary, how are you doing for legroom? You've got quite a bit of room as well, haven't you? You're not cramped in, are you?
I'm not cramped. Not cramped at all.
You're nice and comfortable?
Yeah.
I am as well. So they close off the curtains to this cabin when we start flying, but we've literally been in the air 5 or 10 minutes. Well, no, it's about half an hour we've been in the air, and they're bringing round drinks already. You don't feel as if you feel like there's just so much attention, don't you?
It's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really good. So, first little snack of the journey, Gary. We've got a little bag of pretzels given to us each, and we asked for water, but you could have had anything. You could have had something alcoholic as well, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
They were really easy, weren't they? She's so sweet. And they even offered us some champagne, didn't they?
They did. I think if we keep eating like this, we're going to need these big seats when we arrive.
So far so good, but let me give you the toilet situation lowdown. So, the toilets where business class is are really nice, and I know this because before we set off, I went to use the toilet and went to the wrong toilet. Double the size, Gary. So, honestly, that is, mind you, that's a lot more money to be paying for just for a decent toilet. So you then go through the economy class to use the toilets there. They are quite skinny in there, I'll be honest with you. In fact, the toilet in there looks a bit like it could do with a replacement. It looks a bit grubby already, and we've literally just set off. So you'd expect it to be at its optimum, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
It doesn't look that great in there. But so far, everything else is brilliant. I would say the toilet, you know, I think because it's a long haul flight, I think they could really invest in having nicer toilets for everybody, every single cabin class. That would go a long way. Just to have a little bit more room in a toilet, just make them a bit plusher. And the hand soap that they always give you makes your hands really dry out. I don't know what they use, but I don't think it's very nice. I'm just going to give you an idea of how roomy it is. Given that Gary is 6'2", he's got a tray on him there, but there's still plenty of room either side. Got really nice big pouches here. And the TVs pull out slightly, don't they, to make it more comfortable. But yeah, this is really nice and roomy. Oh, check this out. So if you're an av geek, and I know my friend Ginny, she absolutely loves anything to do with planes. Look at this. You can look at the pilot's hub. Oh. There you go. So you can do left, cockpit, pilot's view, and right. Let's have a look at the pilot's hub. Here we go. Look. We've got time to destination. We've got 7 hours 56, 4,358 miles to go. It tells you all of the, well, I don't really know what any of this means really, but here's the ground speed and the wind speed. I kind of get that. Cockpit view. Oh, look at this. That's the cockpit view. To the left. Oh, that's clever, isn't it? And to the right. I mean, I love a map, and this is even better than any maps I've seen. We're nearly over Ireland now. Beautiful island. Right, time for me to sit back and chill and watch a movie. So here we go. I'm going to watch the book club, the next chapter. It's my kind of thing. And I think Gary's watching something actiony. Gary's watching The Day of the Jackal. Lovely original menu. So you get to choose between beef or chicken or spinach and ricotta cannelloni. Dessert is chocolate cake and cheese and a light snack. Oh my goodness, it's a lot to eat. Gary's gone for the beef cheeks, which does look actually really good, but that is celeriac, isn't it? It tastes okay, but I'm not mad on celeriac. We've got a nice little bottle of wine. You also get a bit of cheese and crackers. You get a little cake, a chocolate cake, and a gorgeous salad to start with. Really nice, that. So I went for the butter chicken, but that does look amazing actually. It's got some cauliflower in it and some beautiful pilau rice. Got a bread roll, got some really nice cutlery as well. Look at that, that is a really nice dinner. It's quite fancy, isn't it?
Lovely, isn't it?
Okay, results are in from the food, aren't they, Gary?
Yes.
Well, first of all, the wine was pretty nice. Chin chin, that was good. My butter chicken, oh my gosh, that was lovely.
Yeah, my beef was melting in your mouth. It was delicious.
You liked your beef? I didn't like the celeriac thing. It's like a celeriac puree, but then I don't really like celeriac, so that's fine. The salad, the beetroot salad, beautiful.
Gorgeous, and something we're going to take home with us, I think.
Yeah,
As
well,
in to
not,
make.
yeah, an idea to make it,
There's
not like
nothing
take it
left
in
to
a bag,
take home.
like.
There's not left to take home.
Right, gone off bloody yoghurt, but it was really nice. It seemed to be like beetroot and sort of a yoghurt sort of dressing. It was really lovely, wasn't it? The cake was dry as, it's still on the roof of my mouth now. I think I'm going to need to do an excavation to get it out,
We
Gary.
need more wine, Briggs, that's what
I need more wine. You're right, the bread roll was rock solid. I don't know what was going on with the bread roll, it might have been yesterday's. But you got proper knives and forks. Look, nice little cutleries. It was beautiful, lovely little crackers. He had my cheese because I didn't really want it, but what was cheese like?
Cheese, nice,
Was it cheddar?
lovely cheddar, yeah, really nice.
Like a couple bits of cheddar. Also got given a little bottle of water with our meal as well, and they'll probably bring coffee around in a bit as well. But I'm stuffed. The rice as well. Oh, mine was lovely. Honestly, I would eat that normally. So the chairs do recline. That's not as far as they go back. They go back even further, and it does then limit you a little. So when the seats go back, it does feel a little claustro, I gotta say. Feels very different, doesn't it, Bab? But you know what? People have got to sleep as well. It's a long flight, so I get that. So I think BA could have perhaps thought about what it feels like when people have to relax. Because I now feel really claustro. I couldn't believe how far one bloke was reclined. Honestly, it was nearly on this lady's lap. was so far reclined, nearly the whole flight. I felt quite sorry for her, to be honest. No, I think that's a bit disgusting, to be honest. This bloke was in front of me. He's got his foot right on that person's chair. Oh. So with an hour and 25 to go, we've just been brought out a little chicken wrap. What does it look like? Well, it's like a lattice pastry, isn't it? Yeah. What does it taste like?
A bit bland, to be honest.
I think he's died, he's not slept at all.
Not terrible, but it's not great.
But we'll still eat it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, we made it safely here and we're knackered. Right, so we're just collecting our bags now. It was pretty smooth. Got to fill in a few documents as you land. Well, it's a kind of kind of completion thing, but you need to make sure you've got your visas before you come to Canada anyway. We both felt that paying the extra for premium economy was well worth it. Just to have that bit of extra leg room, the lovely food that you were given, the attention to detail, it was great. Really highly recommended. If you enjoyed this, guys, don't forget to give us a like, maybe consider subscribing. We'll see you next time when we're in Canada.